Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from Lambeau. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And complete. Right side to tight end Rudolph. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll look to throw here. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw here. Buying time, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Clark from 21 yards away. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Play clock winding down. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Now Carr throwing on second down. Finding time. And got his man complete. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Carr to throw on second down. And completes it to Jordan Nelson. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
They come up in an offset eye. Carr now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's fourth down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much. and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2. And never mind, Larry. These 2 teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill with a return of 102 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in a running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And he's got an open man, Clark. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And on third down, Dallas Clark, he's a bread and butter guy, and he shows you why there.
I've always liked bread and butter. Always.
Who doesn't like
bread and butter? That's why I love that description.
Yeah.
I love that description, though, because that's what you want to go to, right? Something that feels good, makes plays for you. Dallas Clark did that all the time. Didn't matter the situation.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll get it in the hands of Clark. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So now on 4th down, the Eagles will hand things over to their field goal kicker, and that's Caleb Sturgis. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. But I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while. And now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. a tight end carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st-level defensive line, 2nd-level linebackers, 3rd-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st-level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd-level player.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second. Second down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that makes it 14-10. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A big play there for Philly. 54 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Fresh set of downs here. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Clark, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Let's go. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go. He's got a man. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the ground, this is Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Again, it's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm... We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They're going to run this with a tight end. And some room to work. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They hand off to their big tight end. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So second and 10 here. On play action, now Carr. They complete it to Hill. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it first and 10. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Second down and a little ways to go here. Second and 13. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jordy Nelson, 44 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They go to Johnson again. And he's got some space here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Rodgers. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 4th and 3. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Cooks. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2nd and just 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
319! Over here.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Memphis. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now a play fake. Rodgers backing up. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Rodgers going to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
And how about this, a fake? Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm?
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the sack, accelerating, and off he goes. 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Rodgers to throw on second down. Right side caught by Jackson. 11 yards for number 11.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Underneath for Johnson. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
11 yards for number 11.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Take it at the 37. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and in. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now this offense ready to take over again. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Elliott. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
A carry here for the big tight end. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and beat.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
They go to Elliott again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They come out here in the eye. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Carr, and this one caught by Dez Bryant. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, he stays up. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 10 carry now for Elliott. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will be a touchback. As that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Rodgers now on first down. Screenplay, Johnson. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Rodgers to throw on second down. Right side caught by Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Carr going to look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A give to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down. And the storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes in.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. It's Hill, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now Carr throwing on second down. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's up and good. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Out here all day. Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58. 210.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And Rudolph has it left side. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Let's go. 200 yards.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss. Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the...
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kyle Rudolph, 67 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Derek Johnson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Graham slotted out to the left.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jerry Rice, open right side. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 29 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to... got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
All right, here we go.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Come on, let's go. 190.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go. 190.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So on fourth down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On play action, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, They have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
This is brought in at the 21. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They'll go again with Bush, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Rodgers. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And this is caught by Jackson. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That one intended for Anquan Bolden, and it's 3rd and short.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Carr now to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Carr keeps it on the sneak. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It would have been a long field goal attempt, so when you only need a few inches, this, to me, is the right decision. And they wind up picking up the conversion on 4th down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now this time, Carl throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Cameron Wake, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Trying to lay one. Looking for Baldwin. Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Here's Carr, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Carr, and he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an offset eye, and they'll run it here. And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
To throw on second, McNabb. And left side here, it's Graham. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now it's McNabb. That's complete right around the 8. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Shift together here from the D-line. 2nd down, McNabb. He's got that. He is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Cameron Wake in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Here's 3rd and goal now back at the 11. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Jordy Nelson, 77 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now back out comes the offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw, McNabb. And he's got his man, Hilton. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk that he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out, and his guys are going to retake the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Here's Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll give him 8 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Throwing on first down is Carr. And Hill with it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Again, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll come out in the pistol. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run with Elliott. And he cuts it out to the sideline. Touchdown, Houston. 26 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, It's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And that makes it 14-10. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In the slot on the right is Graham. To throw on second, McNabb. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Wake in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, McNabb. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. 1 receiver to the left is Evans. They'll try and throw for it here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because then you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Dez Bryant, 79 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Now this offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell me.
And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going long...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Johnson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down, McNabb. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Wake getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, here's McNabb. And left side here, it's Graham. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here's McNabb. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The give is to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 32 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
We ready?
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Look at this, a tight end carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Wide and yank.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Here's Carr. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And he comes back with one complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go.
On play action, now Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. In motion is Fedorowicz. First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2nd down following the run.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
These are not the runs that you worry about early in the game. These are runs that you're establishing now for later in the game, trying to wear a defense down and create holes that you'll exploit later.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And we'll see what the decision is here, as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, possession switches hands. And here now the offense heading back out there. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On second down, McNair. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. From deep in their own territory, under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So make it back-to-back sacks, and the second one cost him a couple of points.
And the easy thing is to put this all on the offensive line, but maybe they need to start changing their game planning and their calls. Quicker passes, running plays, especially when you're this deep in your own territory.
And now out comes Houston. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. No gain on the play there. Second down.
We're ready. Go rally.
Carr to throw on second down. And Rudolph has it left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching you.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give them the first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's McNair. And this is going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
A beautiful fake, fighting through. like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And Carr's going to keep it himself. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, here we go.
Now this time, Carl throw. It's Hill, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Come on, let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone.
Special teams coaches spend a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. To throw, McNair. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Forced out to his left. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, here's Emmett. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Shift together here from the D-line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now McNair dancing to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now McNair. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the 2nd half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. A first down carry by Elliott. A strong running. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw his car. And Rudolph has it left side. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Des Bryant, 26 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have White trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And some room to run now. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back live to Orlando as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, McNair. They complete it to Hill. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Yeah, they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, McNair. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Wake able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, here's McNair. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. McNair. And finding Fedorowicz. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw, McNair. Baldwin with it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback. When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And the D looking like they may blitz. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
McNair to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. Out of the gun, it's McNair. He's got time. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is fourth and goal. Now McNair escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They're going to run this with a tight end. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And it's Adrian Peterson. The 30, 20. It's a big run for AP. 75 yards. So a big run for AP, and when you look at the total package, everyone knows the level of player he's been in this league, but what really impresses you about Adrian Peterson?
I have to go back to the nickname his father gave him, which is AD, which stands for all day, because he never stopped. Morning, noon, night, and that's how he plays the game. No plays over. He always tries to finish things, and he thinks that each and every run he makes is going to take him all the way to the end zone. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A play fake. Now McNabb. That's caught. It's Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
Out of the gun, McNabb. And that is incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Man, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's our visiting side with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
To throw on second, McNabb. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.